This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Lumberjacks of Houston. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Jalen Rager, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And now an audible here into something else. On second down, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes going to change things up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hamler, 66 yards. And the Lumberjacks get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gold with the extra point, and they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3rd and 3. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Inside the 10.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.